Alright, so here is a 3-part progression hitting drill, fundamental hitting drill for any hitter, but especially 9 and 10-year-old. So we have the first one is the axe drill. Okay, so we've done this before, teaching the barrel to not drop straight to that baseball, straight to that ball. Okay, so watch the hand path here, the knob. It's easy for a kid to understand, the knob going to the ball, and then eventually the barrel does snap down. Okay, you'll notice that the path is not a loop like this, right? The barrel does not drop. Too many times at this age the barrel drops, and they are slow to get to the ball, and results in a swing and miss or a pop-up. So you want to go straight to that ball every rep. You can do this 50 to 100 times a day, and that will build a good habit. And it's something that does not take a lot of time, and you don't need a lot of props to do it. Really, you just need a bat. You don't even need a tee. Tee's nice for a visual aid, but you don't even need a tee. The next part is the same thing, an axe drill, but now you're using the legs. Okay, so I'll freeze this one. Notice the hand path, the barrel path, but then you'll also notice the knee. Okay, so this is something we want to work on to get, again, over-exaggerate that barrel going straight down. It is an over-exaggeration. It's not exactly the bat path you take, but it teaches kids to go straight to the ball and not drop that barrel. But then you're also adding the knees. A lot of times at this age you'll see many kids that don't use their lower body. And so this is teaching them, getting them in the habit of using both. So you'll notice the hands and the knee at the same time. See them at the same time. Start the hands fire in a straight line towards the ball, and the knee goes. Okay, so you're just getting into a rhythm of using both. Again, 50 to 100 times. Okay, if you did the first one 100 times and you do the second axe drill 100 times, it's 200 reps. That's how you break a bad habit. Okay, it's very simple, very easy. Next one, I'm going to get a ball here, and this is going to be what I call the step-through drill. All right, so after you do the first two in warm-ups here, maybe do this third one and as to finish up your warm-ups. And so what I'll do here is, keeping in mind that I just did the axe drill, trying to stay on top of the baseball, trying to use my legs. Now I'm going to take 2 steps back. 1, 2 full strides back. Okay, line up in my hitting stance. It's important to take 2 so you know where to set up, and once you step through, you'll be lined up with the tee again. So we'll show you here. You're going to step through and take a swing. Okay, make sure you be careful where you're swinging. I just hit a wiffle ball, so it doesn't go very far. Make sure your surroundings are clear. Okay, so the key here, again, 2 full strides. 1, 2. Okay, so your first movement from here is a step through with that back leg. Notice it goes in front of the front leg. Okay, the reason we do that is because too many kids, when they step behind their front leg and that step through, they actually become off balance, and they have the feeling of their energy going back behind them, and that causes them to pull off the baseball and fall away from the baseball, which is not what we're trying to teach here. We're trying to teach energy going forward through the baseball. Okay, so you step through. So now my next step, I have, an over-exaggerated forward lean to where my momentum is heading straight towards that pitcher, right? So because of that, this back knee really fires. I mean, it's off the ground at one point there. Really fires. Again, over-exaggeration in this drill, just like the axe drill. Over-exaggeration of that backside, teaching them to use that backside. Right, so over-exaggeration, drive through that baseball. Okay, we'll do it one more time here. 2 steps. Okay, step through. Notice the plant, everything's down. and you drive through it. Okay, another thing to remember is watch the hands, watch the knee, same exact time. Same exact time. Everything connects. Everything connects in a straight line. Right? So they feed off of each other, these drills. The axe drill to the axe drill with the legs to the step through. They all go together. Okay, you also notice last little piece here. Notice that yellow T behind me. Right? I had that there for every drill, but really it's just for this drill. That is just to make sure I do not fall away or fall off my target. So if my energy goes back behind me, I will hit that T with my foot or something. You don't need a T, you need a bucket, a brick, you do anything. Glove, lay it down there. And it shows the kid a visual aid so that if he swings and it does not go straight towards that pitcher and does not finish towards that, notice the balance finished. Okay, my leg doesn't move. Right, so if my legs are stepping out or I'm falling backwards, I'm going to hit that tee or I'm going to hit that object. So it's a good visual aid for a kid. So he doesn't have to think too much about where he's stepping. He can just kind of see it and feel it. Last piece here, rewind it. Okay, so in this drill, just because I'm moving forward, notice the head placement. Okay, so yes, it moves forward. Let's get right to here. Okay, so but as I'm making contact, as I'm driving towards that ball, notice the knee, notice the hands, right? But watch the head. Okay, see the stillness, right? When you're heading towards that ball, right about here to here. Okay, we teach kids to keep your eyes on the ball. This is what we're talking about. The head does not move. It's hard to hit a moving ball with a round object when your eyes are also moving. It's like watching a camera and the lens is somebody's bouncing the camera up and down. It's really hard to focus, right? So it's really hard for a kid to hit the ball with his head moving. Okay, so sometimes video is the only way to see this. But my head stays still the entire way, all the way through extension. That ball's already several feet off my bat before the eyes come up and look where the ball's going. Okay, so that's another thing to focus on as a hitter. And this drill is a great drill because it teaches you all the different areas, the hands, the lower body, the eyes, and putting that T behind you so that you stay balanced. So that's why I love this drill. I recommend getting a T to do this drill. It's best off of a T. Can be done just with soft toss, but it is best off a T. And I recommend getting one. If you are unable to get one, please let us know, and we can try to help you out. Thanks for watching, and feel free to send some feedback if you have any questions.